I see Tiffany. I see Jessica. Hey guys, I see Gloria. Carly's here.
Can you hear me? I can hear you.
Who's saying that?
Renee.
Yes, Renee, I can hear you. I see you. I see Julie.
Hey, what are you doing?
Good, you guys, this is so amazing. My heart just burst right now. I'm so happy. I'm going to admit a few other people.
Alexa, off.
There we go. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Candace.
Hi. Okay,
Right.
give me another second, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and start this. I think what I'd love to do is, it's 7 o'clock, so I promise that I want to start on time and I want to finish on time, okay? So if you guys all want to go through and just mute your end so that it's clear for everyone, so there's no like kickback, that would be amazing. I'm just going to kind of check in. There's a few other people that are hopping on right now. Admit all. This is so fun. This is so cool. Well, I hope everyone has had an amazing, amazing Monday. I feel like there's been so much hype around this that my heart is just like, I was just telling Alex and Laura and my sisters and my mom, I won't share exactly what I shared with them because it's a little personal, but I've just been so nervous / excited all day because I have a message for you and I cannot wait. So let me go ahead. People keep coming on. I'll let them all get on. So Alex, actually, she's absolutely phenomenal. Alex, if you want to give a wave, she's my right hand girl. And Laura, where's Laura? If you want to give a wave. I don't know if you guys can see her. They're the ones who have helped really birth so much of this. This is my dream, by the way. I could cry. Like, to empower women to live their dream is my dream. So I am beyond right now. Okay, you guys, people are still hopping on. This is amazing. Here we go. Awesome, awesome. So if you would do me a favor, protect your attention right now. And what I mean by protect your attention is turn your phone off. These devices, I swear they are so amazing and they are so terrible. They are so distracting. So if you can protect your attention, that would be phenomenal. We're only here for 45 minutes. So either turn your phone over, turn it off, make sure that the kids are either set up with candy and a movie or whatever they need. Make sure your husbands are all good. Whatever you need to do it so that we can be present here together. And welcome everybody, welcome to tonight. I know that it took a lot of effort and energy to get here. I know that sometimes setting things up in place so that you can be present takes a lot of energy. So thank you so much for taking the time to be on tonight. And I just want you to know that I spoke with one of my girlfriends earlier, and she's a mentor as well, but she said all masks off. She said, Candace, all masks off. This is about connecting heart to heart. This isn't about a performance. This isn't about, and for you, it's time that we dig into your dream seed. So in order to dig into your dream seed, that means that there needs to be an authenticity that you are open. There needs to be a vulnerability that you're able to allow yourself to connect to your heart. Oftentimes, as women, what do? What do all my kids need? What does my husband need? What does everyone need around me? What do all my grandbabies need? What do all my great grandbabies need? And then all of a sudden, you're like, wait, what do I need? And so that's what this time about is for tonight. It's about you and it's about what you need. And I want to share this story with you. So it's funny. My sister-in-law, Lauren, who's on here, well, I don't know if you want to give a wave. You could if you want. But I asked her if I could share her story, hoping that she would say yes, actually kind of knowing that she would say yes because she's an open book. And so this is what she said. We were going through the whole, dream thing and all of this. And she's always like, oh, Candace, like, that's so cool. And, that's neat for you. And she texts me, she goes, listen, so she's very type A, which I love. If I could only get like an ounce of that, that'd be stinking amazing. And so she's so funny. She goes, Candace, can you please just tell me that I should be in here? Because I feel like I have no business being in this dream again group. I was like, you can dream about Excel sheets. That's fine. Like, that is 100% fine. Because here's the thing. we tell ourselves that our dream has to be this grandiose thing. We tell ourselves all the time that this dream has to be some elaborate, oh my gosh, I'm gonna start a movement. So then if we're just like, hey, I dream about being a stay-at-home mom, all of a sudden we discredit the stay-at-home mom because we've compared our dream to somebody else's. Do you hear what I'm saying, ladies? Shake your head if you understand that. Yes and amen, right? So then all of a sudden we're like, well, my dream doesn't really matter because I'm not going and changing the world. By the way, changing the world starts with you and yourself and then your four walls before you do anything outside of here. Amen. So here's what I want to encourage you with. Like Lauren, she was like, oh, okay. I said, if you want to be a stay-at-home mom, that's a dream. If you want to have a nice car, girl, that is a dream. If you want to go start a ministry, that's a dream. If you want to have one of my girlfriends who is on here, her name is Chantel, she has a photography business. That's a dream. You know, it is all about you. So in order to figure out what your dream is, we're going to dig deep. And so I've created a method. It's a 5-step method. I can't wait to dig into it in a second. Here's the biggest thing that I want to convey to each one of you tonight. I feel like there is a fire in me, and I'm supposed to breathe it on all of you because each one of you has a dream that has been sitting dormant, and it's time to come alive. It's time to awaken. We have put all of our dreams off. We've put all of our dreams on hold. We have diminished what we want out of fear. We have allowed these other voices to come into our head and say, you're not good enough. Your dream isn't as grandiose as that person. You can't do it because you don't have the resources. Oh, if you only had X, Y, and Z, that's all a lie. That's all a lie. I felt like today, and I want to encourage you with this because what I'm speaking over you is catching a fire. Each one of you is catching on fire right now and waking up to your dream. I understand this has been awful. This season has been like none other. None of us have experienced this. We're about to have a huge loss in our gym, an investment we thought was going to be amazing. There are people who are sick. There are people who are losing their lives. There are people who are depressed. There's so much bad happening, but that doesn't mean that you still can't dream. That doesn't mean that your dream isn't to come to pass, because it is. I'm here to tell you, your dream matters, and your dream is inside of you because it's supposed to happen. It's not like, oh, I am just going to think of this really great idea to invite a bunch of women on and talk to them about a dream, and then nothing ever comes of it or nothing ever happens. Your dream is meant to happen. You have these dream seeds inside of you because they're meant to come to a fruit. So it's time, ladies. It's time that we wake up. It's time that we take authority. Okay, really quick, I digress. I showered last night. For those of you that know me, I know, it's a big deal. I shower once every 7 days. Sorry, Brian. So I showered last night. It might have been 9 days. I was fasting showering. Okay, so all I'm saying is while I was showering, I was in there and I was like, oh my gosh, like, I didn't realize I was so dirty. This feels so good. Like, you start moving your hair, and I mean, come on, let's be real, no masks, right? So, when you start like doing this to your hair and you're like, ow, that hurts. Like, how long has my hair been like that? And I was like feeling my legs, and I was like, I'm just going to tell you, they were kind of like a man. So not anymore, because I was coming out with all of you. But what happened was, as the water was hitting me, as I was cleansing, as I was being refreshed, as I was shaving my legs, as I was washing my hair, I walked out of the shower and I was like, you are a new woman. You go, girl. And that's what I feel like this is for us tonight, for the next 2 to 3 days. What this is this is a refreshment. This is a washing off of the dirt. This is a washing off of the old. Maybe your hair got long, shave it off. Or if you're into that, leave it. But anyway, Whatever this is for you, it is a complete refreshing. And I heard God say to me, today is the day, 12/7 is the day that favor starts to happen in your life. Favor is coming over your life. Today is the day that you were going in this direction and it's a quarter of a turn. It's just like, and you're going in this direction and the wind of favor is behind your back. That's what I saw. The wind of favor is behind your back. So what does that mean? That means that all of these dreams that you have, today is the day that the momentum changes, because not because of some random thing, but because you take authority. You are partnering with this. You take authority over the dreams that you have in your spirit, because they are meant to come to pass. They are meant to happen for you. And I believe that with my whole entire heart, that we are going to dig deep. We're going to find your gifts. Do you know that you have so many gifts that you haven't even tapped into yet? Because we've been so distracted with the life, and we have all of the things and the to-dos and our kids and the house needs to be clean and this and that, that we don't have time to actually find our gifts. And so that's one of my heart's missions and desires for this course as well, friends, is that we are going to dig in. We are going to find what sets your soul on fire, and then we're going to go in that direction. And today is the day that you take a quarter turn and you become aware, because we have to have an awareness. You have to be aware of the things that might be draining you and the things that might be giving you life. And so that's why we're going to dig into our worksheets here in a second, okay? So actually, why don't you go ahead and get your worksheets out? They're so cute, right? Are these not, like, Laura did such an amazing job on those. I was so excited about it. So listen, first, we have to define a dream. We have to define a dream. So define a dream. A dream is a cherished aspiration, ambition, or idea, something that you have wanted very much to be, do, or have. What do you want to be? I just want to ask you right now, and you guys can kind of begin to take some notes right here. We're going to go into kind of a note-taking section of this. But what do you want to be? What do you want to do? And what do you want to have? I'm just going to tell you a few words as you're journaling and taking some time right now, you guys, to kind of go through this. As you think about this, don't judge it. Sometimes we'll write down stuff and then we're like, oh, well, that's not saving an orphanage, so guess that I shouldn't write that down. Like, what? This is your dream. This is who you want to be, what you want to do. Like, don't even for 1 second put the mask back up. This is not to be judged. What do you want to do? I asked my daughter earlier today, I said, what do you want to be, Bella? And I was going to play it for you, but I like lost my phone and my notes over here. And she's so cute. She's like, I want to be a ballerina. And then she did the splits and I was like, okay, like, you go, girl. But she knows what she wants to be. She's not like, oh, but do ballerinas make money? Let me think about that. What can a ballerina provide for my family? You know what I'm saying? Like I think we have it twisted. I think oftentimes we put more weight on our job and then we let our life fall behind it. But I want that mindset to shift, and I want you to think about, what do I actually want in my life? And then I'll put the job behind it. So what do you want to do? What do you want to be? What brings joy to your life? We're just doing a brainstorming right now. Just keep writing it down. What brings joy to your life? What makes you happy? I love to do makeup. Even though I felt like I wanted to throw up before I got on this call, I love this right here. I love that I get to be with all of you. I love that you are digging into what makes you passionate. I love this. So dig into that. Continue to write, you guys. What do you want to do? What do you want to be? What do you want to have? What do you want to have in your life? What is it that you want to have in your life? And that's okay. If you want a nice car, that's okay. You can have a nice car. As long as the car doesn't define you, right? That's okay to want nice things. Things don't define you. But what is it that you want to have, you know? And dream, like expand your dreams right now. Remember, you're taking this time right now. You're taking this time right now because there's something that you're trying to get out of this. You're not taking 45 minutes every single night for 3 days to just think it's a good idea. You're on here for a reason because something in you said, you know what? I do need a dream. I do want more in my life. I do want something different than what I currently have. I do want to be inspired again. I do want my life to shift direction. So begin to write those things down because you're here for a reason. There's no judgment on what it is. What do you want to have? What do you want to do? What do you want to be? Do you want another child? I kind of do, but Brian doesn't. So I guess we'll have to get our dreams aligned over there. Do you want a husband? Do you want a house? What do you want? What do you want? Do you want to start your own business? Do you want a nonprofit? What is it that you want in your life? And remember, dreams can evolve and dreams can grow. Sometimes, like for me, you know, I was a single mom for a really long time, 5 years, and it was probably the hardest 5 years of my life for sure. And I remember I was like, I want a man who loves me so much and treats me like the queen that I know God says that I am. And that was a dream of mine, you know, that would love my son as a single mom the way that I know my son deserves to be loved. And so when that happened, I was like, okay, well, I've accomplished everything in my life. Let's, you know, just go on and die. And no, you continue to dream. Dreams evolve, dreams grow. That's so good. What inspires you? Write that down. What inspires you? Maybe somebody inspires you. Take time to write it down right now. Who inspires you? What inspires you? I wrote down positive people, motivated people, God's goodness, super disciplined and smart people, people who can create systems and stick to them, like my sister-in-law. That inspires me. What inspires you? Beauty. I love doing makeup. People. Write down what inspires you. And then when do you feel most empowered? This is really important. When do you feel most empowered? Right now, for me, I feel most empowered. I feel most empowered because I'm empowering you. That's really, that means a lot to me. That empowers me. I feel empowered when my kids listen to me. When do you feel empowered? This is so good, you guys. The next thing on your sheet is to demystify a dream. Demystify is make a difficult subject clearer to understand. A difficult subject clearer to understand. We never judge a dream. We never compare a dream. Remember, this is your change of season. This is your freedom right now. And like my sister-in-law, I want to remind you that she almost felt like, oh my gosh, I shouldn't be on this. She goes, I have no business being on this. And I was like, no, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Because it's your dream. I can't get that into your hearts enough. There is a stirring. There is something in you that you want to. It's not about your kids, by the way. I feel like so often we're like, okay, well, when my kid does this, then this is when I'm going to be happy. No, this is about you. Make sure that this is about you. This is about your grandkids. This is about you. Whatever sets your soul on fire, do more of that. When was the last time your eyes sparkled because you were so giddy? You were so happy. Like I know for Lauren, who's on here, it's singing. She loves to sing. She has a gift. Understand what your gift is. She has a gift to sing. That's part of the process of life. And then to be able to give that away, that is how we all work. That is the beauty. That is the beauty of being so unique, is that each one of you has something to offer. So what is it? What is it that you have to offer? What is your gift? And you can even jot that on your notes as well. Good, you guys. And then we're going to write down what a dream is and what a dream is not. What a dream is and what a dream is not. A dream is yours. It is not someone else's. It is not your friend's idea for your life. It is not your mother's idea for your life. It is not anyone else's idea for your life. It is yours. It's connected to what no one else thinks. I think that we have to get out of that mindset about worrying about pleasing people. I know that, some people are like, oh, I don't care what they think. I think on some level, and on some level, there's a healthy caring about what other people think, but not giving them power. We don't give people power over our lives. And so whatever has robbed your dream, actually, I want you to identify what's robbed your dream and write it down. You can turn it over on the back, but if there's anything that has robbed your dream that's coming up for you, and I see it coming up for so many of you, if there's anything that's robbed you from dreaming, write it down. And maybe it's time. Maybe it's time. And if it's time, we're going to talk about that. We're going to dig into that. Maybe it's a person. Maybe we need to readjust who we're putting in our circle. That doesn't mean they're bad people. They might just not be aligned with what you actually desire. Maybe it's a mindset that you have connected to that you need to get rid of. Because once you know that unhealthy thought process, I tell you what, when you're aware of that, you have the power to stop thinking about it and get rid of it, because it's up to you. Because today is the day. What is today? The day of favor turning, favor blowing on your back. It's a momentum day changer. You're going to start attracting what you want in your life that is in alignment with your dream seed. No more, oh, I can't do it. Oh, I'm just so sad. I just don't have time. Ladies, you are powerful. It is in you because it's meant to be birthed. It is in you because it's meant to be birthed. And you know what happens? I know a lot of you are mamas on here and grandmas on here, and I have my doula on here who's birthed all my babies. And yeah, there's Katie up there. And even seeing her, I'm like, maybe I should have more. But anyway, she knows. Remember when I was pushing, there's something so beautiful about birthing a baby. There is something that you surrender to because you trust in something bigger than yourself. You're impregnated, so you are pregnant with ideas. There's a growth season where you have to nurture, you have to feed yourself the right foods. There's an incubation period. And then there's a period where it's like, it's time to push. Like, it's go time. And I remember, Katie, I didn't talk much. The only 2 times in the last 2 births that I talked was, I remember I looked at you and Brian and I said, I don't think I can do it. Literally, like, no talking. And Katie's like, perfect, your baby's about to come. I'm like, well, that's encouraging. And so I remember, I don't think I can do it. So as you go through this phase, there's different periods of your dream, but as you go through, right about when you're ready to birth that baby, you may feel like, I can't do this. But then you remember, and get this, hear me well, with every single cell in your body. You were born for this. You were made to do this. You were created to do whatever it is that is stirring in your heart right now. There's a stirring that's happening in your heart right now. Where your palms even get sweaty and you're like, oh, I really? Yes, you were made for this. That business idea, being home, traveling the world, getting that car, going on a dream vacation, blessing a family, starting a ministry, whatever it is, stop ignoring it. There's this little knocking. that keeps tapping. And you know those ideas that keep coming up and you're like, oh, I thought I shoved that down. Well, no, you can't shove it down because you were made to do it. You were made to be the mom. You were made to be this. You were made to be that. You were made to sing. You were made to go do that. You were made to travel. You were made, whatever it is that brings fire to your soul, that's what you were made for. So it's time to stop ignoring that and pushing it down. There's a level of release that really needs to happen right now with us ladies that are here tonight. There's a level of letting go of maybe ideas or the way that we're supposed to be, or maybe just kind of following in the footsteps, or I have to do it this way, because I feel like a rebel. I almost feel like, okay, things are just breaking off of you right now. Like I said, with the fresh cleansing of the shower, there's new wind going in your direction as you surrender the old. You have to surrender the old mindsets. It's time to surrender the old mindsets that have kept you bound. You are where you are. I am where I am from the decisions that I've made over time. So if I don't like everything about where I'm at and it's actually not aligned with where I want to go, what do I need to reflect on and change? And this isn't like, oh, bah humbug, you know, like, well, I guess I suck. No, you're amazing. And you're here to grow, and that's why we're shifting. That's why each and every one of you felt called to be on this. We have to stop hiding behind the excuse of busyness and the excuse of taking care of other people. Moms, grandmothers, I'm speaking to you. It is time for you. And you know, there's all different walks of life on here. There's people who are just graduating college. There's several ladies who couldn't be on here tonight because they're in finals. There's people who are just about to get married. There's some of you who are on here who have lived a huge fulfilling life, and you have grandbabies and your kids are grown, and you're like, now what? Let me just check in with myself again. Let me just check in with myself again. What do I want now? And the whole idea of settling, no more. We are not settling to the circumstances that we see around us. We are not settling to what's happening in this world. There's a fire in you, and all of the resources that you need are at hand. You can actually accomplish what you want to accomplish. And I want to tell you this, and hear me well. Whatever you see in your mind's eye, that is as far as you'll go. So I feel like, ladies, there needs to be an increase in all of us. There needs to be an increase in a mindset. There needs to be an increase in actually opening up that space and saying, I see myself there. Okay, yeah, I can see it. I can see it. And if you can see it, and I hate to be so cheesy, forgive me right now, you can achieve it. Okay, but I'm just saying, if you can see it, you can pull it down and manifest it here. If you can see it in the heavenlies, you pull it down, you manifest it here. I promise you, you have to see it first in your mind's eye. If you don't see it, it's going to be very hard to make that happen. Surrender, 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 let go, surrender, let go. Okay, so the next question, where are we here? Oh, how do you know? I love this one. I think that this one will bring, if you allow it, it'll bring a lot of clarity. How do you know if you're walking aligned with your dream seed in this season? How do you know if you're walking aligned with your dream seed in this season? Oh, here we go. It's right here. Here's a few signs that you may not be aligned with your dream. And you can jot notes if you choose. You're constantly seeking external approval. How do you know if you're walking aligned with your dream seed in this season? Well, here's a few reasons that you know you're not, and then I'm going to give you a few reasons how you know you are. So a few signs that you may not be aligned with your dream right now. You're constantly seeking external approval. There's an insecurity, constantly wanting, someone else to approve you. You feel stuck. You might feel depressed, hopeless, confused, lost, unmotivated. When I stop working out and taking care of myself, I'm like, I need to check in, like I just need to have a little personal check-in. Where did I fall out of alignment so I can get back into alignment? You may feel stagnant in your life, like nothing is moving. You may feel guilty. Guilt leads to shame. You may feel guilty because your actions are going against what you believe and you don't feel aligned. So that's what creates the guilt. That's what creates anxiety, shame. The list goes on, but those are a couple things. And I know as I was reading through some of the stories that you guys posted, which by the way, thank you so much. Even just seeing your stories was so encouraging. I was like, man, we are in this together. We are in this together. We are going to win together. We are going to be awakened together, because I don't know if you noticed, but so many of us were like, we need that sparkle. We feel lost. We feel sad. We feel heavy. We feel unmotivated. Guys, we've been home in quarantine for so long. I go out in public and I'm like socially awkward with the mask on. You know what I mean? It's like, that is why we have to have this community to gather together, to reflect to one another, to help each other stay aligned with the dream. Okay. Signs that you are aligned with your dream. You flow in a supernatural cadence and grace. You flow in a supernatural cadence and grace. There's a supernatural peace. There's a supernatural peace. For example, let me just share something that's a really practical, tangible thing. So when I made the decision to commit to creating the Align method, when I made the decision to committing to creating this dream course, before that, you guys, if I'm being totally honest, I was like just sleeping in, just kind of like whatever, like no one sees me, not shaving for 10 days, just kind of blah, my mom can attribute to that. She'd come over and I'd be like in my sweats, like, hey, just so she's like, wow, you're taking real good care of yourself. And I'm like, whatever, no one can see me. Just so gross and just inauthentic to me. I like lost like my swagger. Like I lost my cool. I don't know. I was in a funk. That's because I wasn't aligned. That's because I knew that I was supposed to do this and I was procrastinating. Procrastination is another sign that you may not be aligned. So here's the thing. When I made the decision, when I was like, you know what, I'm giving myself full in. It's not about being approved by others. I feel like this is what I am supposed to do, and I'm going to walk in it. I'm going to walk in the boldness. I'm going to walk in the courage. And therefore, this energy is going to be imparted to you. So now you have the impartation of the boldness, of the courage, of the strength. You have all of that because we're on this together. That's all been imparted to you. So once I made the decision, all of a sudden, I was getting up so early. Remember that, Alex? I was like texting her at 3 a.m. She's like, who gets up at 3 a.m.? I was like, I do. I'm so excited for life, And it's like when you are so excited, you love that. There's a cadence, there's a grace. I felt like I had so much energy and still do in my days because I'm not striving. I'm not performing. I'm connecting to the reason that I was created. And this is one of them, to communicate with women. And I know that, and I'm owning that, and I'm walking in the boldness and the courage in that. So what is it in you that you need to decide to commit to? Because you'll feel you have this supernatural energy, this supernatural grace, this supernatural peace. Nothing about this was comfortable, but I had this peace because I knew. I was like, but this is what I know I'm supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? So when you know you're supposed to be doing something, it may be uncomfortable, but there's a peace about it because it's your dream. You're motivated. Oh gosh. Oh my goodness. We're all here, right? I'm sorry. Are you guys good? Did we lose connection for a second?
We're here. Keep going, sister.
Yes,
Oh, okay, good. I was like, oh no, I feel like we're really just getting started. Okay.
It got real choppy for a bit, but you're back strong now.
Okay, good.
Strong
Thank you guys.
signal
I don't
now.
know who's talking to me, but thank you. Who is that?
Wait a minute, not so much. You're choppy.
What about now? Good?
Now, good at the moment,
Thank
but
you.
we said good before and then it got weird. So I don't know.
Got weird. Okay.
Oh, there it goes again.
Really? Oh, that's so frustrating. Okay, what about now? Are we good now? Give me a thumbs up if we're good. Oh, so we're good. We're on the same page. No, is it still choppy?
Mm-mm.
Give me a thumbs up if we're good. Okay, so we're good? Okay, let's roll. Okay, let's roll while we're still here. Okay, so signs you're aligned. There's a supernatural flow. There's a supernatural grace. There's a supernatural peace. You're motivated. I'm motivated. There's a disgusting discipline that I am willing to have because I am motivated. When you are operating in alignment with your dream, there's a disgusting discipline that you have because you're motivated. You do what you need to do because you are motivated to get it done, to see that dream come to pass. And it's not like rainbows and unicorns, you know what I mean? Like sometimes we think, okay, I'm gonna walk out my dream and it's gonna be like living in the Caribbean and like, I mean, I don't even know, but sometimes we think we don't have to put in the work, but yeah, you have to put in the work. But the thing is you're motivated to do the work. You know what I'm saying? There's like a grace to it. There's a motivation. You want to wake up early. You want to go to bed late. All of a sudden, and this is what has been happening for me. There used to be, and I'm not saying I don't struggle with this because that would be so inauthentic, but there used to be like such a deep insecurity that I'm like, oh, did that person like my post? I mean, let's just be honest, okay? So I thought this was a safe bubble, people. So I'm like, did that person like my post, or did they, what did you think about it? Did you like this? Like just constantly, that was the whole seeking external approval. There was just this like insecurity. But here's what I found. Since I've made the decision, and this happened several months ago, since I've made the decision to be committed to seeing this dream come to pass because I believe it's what God placed on my heart, I haven't been so distracted with the things that aren't actually helping me anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm not so distracted with what so-and-so is doing and what this person's doing and, the insecurities that come up or whatever, because I'm focused on what I'm called to right now. So where is it that you need to focus? And we're going to dig into some doubts and we're going to dig into some distractions tomorrow, because we are just kind of opening some stuff up right now so that we can actually discover what our dream is in this season. And I want to respect your time. We have less than 10 minutes. I want to do a drawing. But as we finish up tonight, ladies, I know we've gone over a lot of stuff. I know that all of our hearts are kind of starting to open up. Now, as they stay open, protect the space of vulnerability. Be careful who you allow to speak into your life. Be careful who you give permission to speak into your life. Be careful what you watch. Be careful what you scroll through on Instagram, on Facebook. Be aware of where your power is coming from. And if you've given your power away along this journey, take it back. Take it back. Supernatural winds are changing in your favor and blowing fresh on your back. Today is the day that the momentum shifts. So that means that you also have to partner with that and take ownership and say, okay, I am not going, I'm just going to cut off my social media time a little bit there because I feel like it's distracting me. This hanging out with this person is actually producing an insecurity in me that I don't like. So I'm not going to people please anymore. Say no. Say no more often. Saying no gets rid of all of the
Where's
stuff.
everybody at?
You can focus on what it is that you are called to.
Oh,
And ladies, I think
yeah,
someone,
he's on a late night.
there we go. I muted her. So listen, it is 7:40. I want to respect your time. I have been so excited all day to talk to you guys. I have been so excited to start to dig into this. I cannot wait to dig into this more. We are going to do a drawing. We have a winner. Alex has texted me the winner. And so stay on, because I'm going to show you a couple cool gifts that you're going to get. A few things. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to send you out a text, and in that text will be instructions for the day. Make sure you do what you did today, and you can post in the Facebook group in the comments. And then at the very end, every single day, if you've been consistent with that posting, then we're going to have a grand prize drawing. And obviously every day we'll have an on-time drawing, which means this drawing was for all the people who were on time tonight. So ladies, thank you from the bottom of my heart for partnering and allowing me to speak into your life. I believe in every single one of you. I believe with every single cell in my body that you are on here for a reason, because it is your time to awaken. It is your time to sparkle. It is your time to shine. It is your time to be happy and to be free and to be motivated again, to be awoke. It is your time to be awakened. So thank you so much for just allowing this whole process to happen. Okay, so here is the winner. I have all these cute little like journals, and I have these really cool little cards. We have sweatshirts and they're on delay, which I'm so bummed about. I have all these fun little planners and all of this, but we have sweatshirts coming, we have hats coming, so many cool things coming for the Align Method. And I'm gonna get all of that to you guys too, but there was a delay because of the shipping with COVID. So whatever, it is what it is, you know? All right, so let me pull the, oh, Alex she texted me also that the Wi-Fi is not good. Well, got that note. Okay, so the winner is Candace. It's another Candace. This is my girl from Arizona. I'm so happy that you won that. Where are you, Candace? I can't see you. Are you on still? She's pregnant with her second boy. I don't know. Let me scroll through these. Anyway, I don't know. I'm so blessed by all. Oh, there you are. Yeah, Candace is on here. Yay. Okay, Candace, so go ahead and end the text messages. Woohoo! Did she come off mute? Oh yeah, there she is. Okay. So Candace, go ahead and text me your address and I will get that mailed to you. You guys are so funny. You guys are like, yay, it's too bad it wasn't me. It's okay. I totally get it. I do that every time. I always am like clapping and I'm like, that's so cool. Congratulations. Do another drawing. So anyway, too much fun. You guys are an absolute, okay, Alex, do another drawing. Okay, fine. You convinced me. Alex will text me another name. So I'll just wait for it. But you guys have been such a gift tonight. So for tomorrow, you don't need to do anything except come prepared. Tomorrow we're going to go through, and this is a really intimate space tomorrow. I feel like we should all have our blankets and pajamas on. Let's have a pajama party tomorrow. This was a lot for me today. Okay, so let's do a pajama party tomorrow. Let's all be in our pajamas tomorrow. Let's all be with our cozies and cuddled up, because we're going to start to disconnect from doubt. We're going to start to look at what we are disgusted with and what we want to get rid of, and then what we want in our life. So this is a really vulnerable space that we're going to be in. So we're going to be in cozy pajamas, okay? All right, Alex has texted me. The next winner is, no way, it's Kareen. Kareen, I don't even know how to say her last name, Kareen. I'm so sorry. Mugli, I'm sorry. I'm probably botching it, but yay, Kareen, congratulations. You won the other drawing. So you guys are phenomenal. Have an amazing, amazing night. Listen, thank you for taking time to be committed to investing in you. This is worth it. Stay committed to the process. I see extremely amazing things happening for you. Let's not stop here. Let's hop on tomorrow with open hearts with our pajamas on, and I won't have our lipstick on. I'll be in pajamas with you. I'm so excited, and I'm so blessed by this. Thank you guys so much. I pray blessing over every single one of you. Have an awesome night, you guys. Bye. Thank you.
Thanks, Candace.
Yeah, of
Thank
course.
Candace.
Thank
Bye, you guys. You're all so
you.
beautiful.
Thank you, Candace.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Candace.
Love you.
Love you guys.
Thank you.
Mwah, mwah, mwah. Love you guys so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Mm.